He got upset because he thought I was trying to hook his mistress up with my homeboy Wax. Think about that.
Wendy Williams has finally, well, I don't know if you would say addressed a divorce, but she definitely made some subliminals about her divorce. Now she was talking about planning a new life on her Wendy show.
So he's in a good space, you know, and he only wants to see me and his dad happy.
Kevin Hunter's life has been a whirlwind of real-life drama in recent years, and the story just keeps getting more sensational. From his divorce with Wendy Williams to losing his role as the producer of her show, and even experiencing homelessness, the drama has been like a never-ending roller coaster. And just when you thought the story couldn't get any more dramatic, recent updates swirl with the possibility of Kevin facing jail time. But before we spill all the beans, let's take a detour to the day Wendy Williams served Kevin a sizzling hot breakfast. Trust us, you're in for a wild ride.
I'm a straight shooter, pow. All you gotta do is Google him and you see the story. You can believe what you want, but...
Kevin Hunter and Wendy Williams got married in 1997, and they were together until their infamous divorce in 2019. The reason for this divorce could be attributed to Kevin's infidelity. Kevin had a sidekick named Sharina Hudson, and they had been together for the 15 years of his marriage to Wendy, according to the TV show host. Interestingly, Wendy knew about the secret affair between her husband and another woman, but decided to put up with it. This was until Sharina became pregnant, which happened to be the last straw that broke Wendy's marriage to Kevin. Wendy was devastated by the news of the pregnancy and made up her mind to let Kevin go, although not without doing some damage.
Plotted to divorce Kevin, and I sacrificed a lot of myself.
Wendy was not about to let Kevin off the hook easily. She made sure to get him fired from his job as the producer of The Wendy Show on that same day. Talk about getting even. After getting fired from the show, Kevin found himself under high financial constraints since he was unemployed. Not only was he unemployed, his mistress Sharina was also without a job, and to make matters worse, they had a baby on the way. But then Kevin hatched a clever plan to secure alimony payments from Wendy. We're not sure of the exact amount, but it was probably a fortune, enough to whisk him and Sharina into a life of luxury and comfort without working.
Welcome to Hot Topics, Sharina Hudson. Getting out of my car with my money.
Unfortunately, Kevin didn't plan ahead. Instead of wisely investing or saving, he continued living the high life on the alimony payment. However, when Wendy's show got canceled, the alimony payment stopped. It didn't take long before Kevin's once prosperous life crumbled, leaving him broke and struggling to make ends meet. Initially, Kevin strongly believed that he deserved the money. He asked the court to order Wendy's guardians to make payments as contractually required under the MSA and severance agreement. However, a harsh reality began to set in as he came to terms with the fact that he and his legal team had made crucial mistakes regarding alimony payments. No matter what grand stories he attempted to spin, it became clear that he wouldn't be getting any piece of Wendy's fortune. What brought about the twist in this tale was that Wendy's lawyer had included a clause that stated that, if for any reason plaintiff's contract with Talk WW is not renewed and or is otherwise suspended, canceled, or terminated, and plaintiff does not have any other television show being aired and paying her an equivalent salary, defendant understands and agrees that all severance payments shall be subject to either termination or modification. Unknowingly, Kevin had signed the contract automatically accepting the clause. On realizing this error from his lawyer, he went from being entitled to practically begging Wendy for assistance. He admitted he was in financial trouble and afraid of losing everything. He said, "I have fallen behind on most of my bills. I currently live in a community that requires payments to the Homeowners Association, and I'm behind on that bill. If the Homeowners Association fees are not paid, foreclosure will soon follow." When his plea didn't generate any money from Wendy, Kevin resorted to suing her, which didn't set well with her fans. They let him know he should find a job instead of relying on his ex-wife. The lawsuit didn't go well either, and the judge quickly tossed it out as his case was weak from the start. At first, fans believed that Kevin and Sharina's love would see them through because they'd been together for about 15 years. Their affair lasted for over a decade before Sharina became pregnant, which resulted in their divorce. But it turned out that Sharina wasn't interested in a financially tough life, as she left him when the money stopped coming. While there isn't an official statement regarding this, some celebrity outlets have confirmed it. According to an outlet, they not only broke up because Kevin had no money, but also because he used most of Wendy's money to take care of Sharina. Sources also confirmed to blogger Patty Johnson that Sharina had left Kevin and moved back in with her mom. Adding to the drama, there are reports that Sharina is planning to sue Kevin for child support, which could leave him financially drained in the near future. This brings us to Kevin's current predicament. He's entangled in numerous legal troubles, and his financial situation is on the brink of collapse. In fact, earlier this year, it came to light that Kevin was drowning in debt, leading to a lawsuit from UBS Bank. They took legal action against him because he refused to pay his mounting credit card debt.
It turned into a rent situation.
Right.
But if you look at the court records to show it's an exorbitant amount of rent to pay up front.
In the lawsuit, UBS said Kevin applied for a Visa signature card in 2014. The bank said Kevin breached the deal by failing to make the required payments. As of March 28, 2023, UBS said Kevin owed $20,176.83 plus attorney fees. Defendant has failed to make the minimum monthly payments by the payment due date as required by the card member agreement, the suit read. UBS said it notified Kevin on January 23rd and March 1st, 2023 of his default. Despite UBS Bank's demand, the defendant has failed and refuses to pay the outstanding account balance, the bank alleged. The suit demanded that Kevin pay the entire $20,000 owed, plus additional costs. In a nutshell, if he can't cough up the cash, the writing is on the wall for some serious consequences. Recent revelations show that he resorted to selling his Florida mansion, where he once lived with Sharina, in an attempt to chip away at his debt. However, word has it that the sale didn't quite cover what he owes, and now creditors, including the bank, are aggressively seeking their money. But here's the kicker. He not only sold his house, but also took out a loan on his 2 luxury cars. And believe it or not, he parted ways with another house he bought after his divorce from Wendy. It's a grim picture. He might not have a place to call home, and he's juggling multiple debts and legal battles. That's a recipe for a real-life nightmare. On a more hopeful note, there's a glimmer of light on the horizon. His lawsuit against Debmar Mercury, the production company behind The Wendy Williams Show, has been given the green light to go to trial. He's alleging that the company unjustly fired him and is seeking compensation for all the trouble. In the suit, Kevin alleged that he was responsible for everything from negotiating contract deals between Debmar and Wendy to developing the media's Maven's popular TV segment like her Hot Topics News and the famous Shoe Cam. He insisted that he was the mastermind behind guest selections and had a hand in developing marketing strategies to boost ratings. On top of this, he accused the producers of planning to rip off many elements from Wendy's show for their new talk show with Sherry Shepherd, which he argued was against New York law. He is allegedly pressuring the company to pay up the 10% revenue commission that he is contractually obligated to. Furthermore, Kevin claimed that his firing wasn't due to any shortcomings in his job performance. Instead, he pointed the finger at the fact that he was going through a divorce, which he believed to be illegal in New York. The producers attempted to dismiss the case, but the court rejected their motion, paving the way for Kevin to finally have his day in court. Kevin's attorney chimed in, expressing Kevin's satisfaction with the court's decision to deny the producers' motion to dismiss. The statement asserted that Mr. Hunter was instrumental in making the Wendy Williams Show the success that it was before it went off the air. The attorney firmly believed that Kevin's termination had nothing to do with his performance, but was solely a result of his crumbling marriage with Wendy.
How did the Wendy Show end?
It ended because of the negligence of her production company in regards to realizing how severe her health was.
So what's your take on this situation? Do you think Kevin Hunter stands a chance of winning this lawsuit? Or do you believe he should suit up and get a regular job like everyone else to start taking responsibility for his bills? Share your thoughts in the comments section. And after that, check out this next video.